Hello everyone, Tad Larkin here, partially suited up, with another State of the Channel update for January 2024. It feels like it's been forever. You may have noticed that I haven't uploaded anything in a couple of months. In fact, September was my last upload before the last video that I dropped at the end of December. And I suppose you guys deserve a bit of an explanation. To make a long, sappy story short, I basically just got super depressed and burnt out. The way that I had my Patreon set up gave me no free time and I was just constantly working on videos. To add to that, the pressure of my expenses going up uncontrollably but not my income caused it to basically become a second job for me, and I started to no longer enjoy it. This caused the quality of my videos to slip as well, to where instead of getting off my lazy shebs to just check the bookshelf behind me to make sure I was remembering a detail right, I would just say, screw it, I'm running out of time, and just continue writing my scripts without fact-checking myself. Once I realized that these mistakes were slipping through, I knew I had to do something. So I turned off my Patreon and took a long break while I figured out how to get my life in order, as well as fall in love with making videos again. For 2 months, I made a career change that now earns enough money to afford food while also saving for my wedding, and started slowly getting back into script writing and editing, culminating in the previously published Comprehensive Guide to the Grand Army of the Republic, released at the end of December. I originally had this whole video written and recorded where I explained my intentions, and it was slated to be published back in September. However, I didn't want people to panic and start mass unsubbing, when I knew for sure that I was coming back to my hobby, so I just kinda disappeared and did my own thing for a while. But now I'm back, and I've redesigned my whole Patreon to ensure that I won't get burnt out again. I went ahead and changed all of my prices to be super cheap, and I also made it so the benefits don't require me to upload monthly, which now gives me as much time as I need to make great quality videos that are both factually accurate as well as visually and audibly appealing. With these Patreon changes also comes changes to the Discord, and I actually went ahead and made an entirely new Discord server after deleting the old one. As unpopular as I know this is going to be, I have decided to make the official Manda-LORE Discord a Patreon-only server, and it's not for the reasons you think, but it's for the reasons of ease. Basically, my mods and I were getting busy with life and weren't online a lot. Also, as I said from the start of all this, I never wanted to make a Discord server in the first place, but did so after constant requests in my comments section. But at any moment, if it turned into a chore of just babysitting an internet forum, I'd delete it. And that's exactly what happened. It became a chore. It became babysitting. The occasional troll is to be expected with any internet forum, and the very few that we did have were dealt with accordingly, but they weren't the problem. The problem was people not following the rules, getting others riled up. Hell, there were even people in the server that did not even know my YouTube channel or what the expanded universe even was. So it's like, why are they even in here? How did they even find the server in the first place? Now, I know I'm not exactly the poster boy for the non-toxic side of the fandom, if there even is one, given that the reputation bestowed upon me in the Star Wars fandom as that guy who pointed out that TCW doesn't fit in the EU, but the Discord server was becoming a little too echo chambery for my taste. It's like, yes, we get it. Disney bad. Yes, we get it. TCW screwed with the lore. Don't you guys have anything else to talk about? 37 whole years of Star Wars stories across various media, and all people were talking about were these two aspects, and it's like, we know already. Move on. Like, I know the EU deniers that we encounter on the internet are ignorant, garbage human beings with not even half a brain cell to share between them and their hive mind of idiocy, but can we just ignore them for 1 second and talk about our love for the EU in a positive capacity? For 1 damn second. Ranting aside, my hopes with making the Discord a Patreon-only thing is that it should ensure that folks joining the server are actually fans of the Manda-LORE channel, as well as fans of the Star Wars Expanded Universe, and most importantly, will contribute to meaningful conversations and postulations about our beloved EU continuity. Now, before you potentially get upset, let me break down the donor tiers for the new Patreon and ease your fears for a bit. I think you'll find it's not as bad as you're assuming it's gonna be. So, Manda-LORE tier has been changed from $3 to just $1, and this alone is enough to grant access to the new official Manda-LORE Discord server. Now, it's technically a monthly thing if you want to keep donating $1 every month and helping me out, which in that case, thank you, I greatly appreciate it. But as long as you're just following the rules and not starting fights and generally not being an asshole and contributing to actual discussions, you're free to stay in the server if you decide not to re-up the following month. If the Discord bot kicks you out, just DM me or one of the mods and we'll get you back in. Manda-LORE tier has been changed from $9 to just $3. And this gets you access to the Discord server too, but your name also gets credited on the end screen of every new video. This perk says it's a one-time only thing, but I'll keep your name in the credits for as long as you're still a Manda-LORE tier member. Then lastly, Ramakad tier has changed from $18 to just $5. And like all the other tiers, you get access to the Discord server, but also, I will audibly thank you with all of my other Ramakad tier members at the end of every new video. Like with the Manda-LORE tier, it says one time only, but I'll keep saying your name at the end of every new video so long as you're still an Ramakad member. To kinda reiterate and drive the point home here, the one time only perks are set up in a way so that I'm not forced to upload a video each month, which again, gives me time to put effort into making good quality videos. And with my wedding coming up next year, there will be a period where I will be too busy to work on videos anyway, so this redesign coincides perfectly. Now sadly, the popular Q&A sessions featured in the previous iteration of my Patreon structure will not be making a return. However, I will be occasionally popping into the voice channel and just hanging out, while I'm editing animations, working on my Empire War mod, or just casually gaming. This gives you guys the opportunity to interact with me a bit more often than once a month that we were doing previously. So other than ending my hiatus, changing my Patreon, and making a new Discord server, I've been making more progress on my Star Wars Empire War mod as you're seeing behind me. The progress of which you can follow on ModDB, but also I added a text channel in the official Manda-LORE Discord server, where I'll post more updates and screenshots of what I'm working on. Excuse me. So, that pretty much sums up where the channel is at right now. I'm immensely happy to be making videos again, and I hope you all enjoy what's coming down the pipeline. Expect a new installment of my popular Expanded Universe Timeline Overview series soon. By the time this video is published, I'll be editing that one. But in the meantime, keep your comm channels open for future transmissions, and don't forget to subscribe. Tad Larkin, out.